Imagine a world bathed in the golden light of an ancient sun, a world untouched, raw, and teeming with life. We're stepping back in time, not just a few centuries, but 5 million years. This is the Pliocene epoch, a crucial chapter in the sprawling saga of our own origins. Our story begins on the vast, sweeping savannas of what we now call Africa, a landscape of endless grasslands, dotted with acacia, trees, and crisscrossed by life-giving rivers. This is the cradle of humanity, and these are our earliest ancestors. Let's meet them. They aren't quite human as we know ourselves today. Walk with me and observe this small, tight-knit group. They are Australopithecus, a species standing at a pivotal crossroads between the apes of the forest and the humans of the future. See how they move? They walk upright, a revolutionary adaptation that frees their hands, but their long arms and curved fingers still speak of a life spent climbing trees, a safe haven from the dangers of the ground below. Their days are governed by the rhythm of the sun. At dawn, they descend from their leafy nests, their sharp eyes scanning the horizon. The world is a cacophony of sounds, the distant roar of a predator, the chatter of birds, the rustle of unseen creatures in the tall grass. Every day is a challenge for survival, a relentless search for food. Their diet is simple, mostly plant-based. They forage for fruits, nuts, roots, and tender shoots. They are gatherers, their knowledge of the plant world passed down through generations, an encyclopedia written in memory and experience. They are a community, a tribe. Look at their social structure. It's complex, built on bonds of kinship and cooperation. They communicate not with words, but with a rich language of gestures, grunts, and calls. An elder female, her face a roadmap of seasons past, might show a younger one which berries are safe to eat. A dominant male might display his strength to ward off a rival, not with aggression, but with a powerful posture, a show of presence that maintains the delicate social balance. They groom each other, not just for hygiene, but to reinforce bonds, to offer comfort, to say without words, "You are one of us. We are in this together." Life is precarious. The savannah is not just a Garden of Eden, it's an arena. Gigantic ancestors of today's elephants, saber-toothed cats with terrifying fangs, and powerful, bear-like dogs, roam these lands. For a small band of Australopithecus, danger is a constant companion. Their primary defense is their intelligence and their numbers. They are vigilant, always watching, always listening. A sharp, piercing cry from a lookout sends the entire group scrambling for the safety of the nearest tree. Their bipedalism gives them an advantage. They can see over the tall grass, spotting threats from a distance. Their freed hands can carry food, tools, and even their young as they move across the open plains. But something is about to change. A shift is occurring, not just in the climate, which is becoming drier, but within the minds of these early hominins. The forests are shrinking, and the savannas are expanding. The old ways of gathering are becoming less reliable. Scarcity and hunger are powerful motivators for innovation. It's during this time of immense pressure that a revolutionary idea begins to spark. Let's follow one particular individual. We'll call him Kale. He's young, observant, and perhaps a bit more daring than the others. For days, he has watched vultures circling in the sky. He's learned that this aerial dance often signals a killer carcass left behind by a more powerful predator. Curiosity, mixed with annoying pangs of hunger, pulls him closer. He sees the remains of a large antelope, picked clean by lions, but with scraps of meat still clinging to the bone, and marrow locked deep inside. This is a turning point. While his tribe is content with plants, Kale sees a new, rich source of energy. But how to get to it? His hands and teeth are no match for the tough hide and bone. He observes a rock, sharp and angular, broken by a fall from a cliff face. An idea flashes as he picks it up. It feels heavy, powerful. He strikes the bone of the antelope. It cracks. The treasure inside, the nutritive marrow, is revealed. This is a monumental discovery. It's not just food. It's a concept, a tool. Kale brings his discovery back to the tribe. There's hesitation, fear. Meat is the food of predators, but the smell is enticing. and hunger overrides their caution. He demonstrates his technique, cracking open bones with a sharp stone. The others watch, intrigued. A female, perhaps his mate, is the first to try. The taste is a revelation, fatty, rich, and intensely satisfying. The energy it provides is unlike anything they've ever known. This single act of innovation ripples through the group. They are no longer just passive guests. They are becoming active scavengers. They start deliberately looking for sharp stones, learning to distinguish a useful tool from a simple rock. They are now carrying tools, anticipating their use. This is the dawn of technology, the very first flicker of the flame that will one day lead to computers and spaceships. This simple stone tool, a chopper, will change their destiny. But scavenging is still reactive. The real leap is yet to come. The tribe, now emboldened by their new food source, starts to observe the living animals in a new light. They are not just neighbors or threats. They are potential meals. The idea of the hunt begins to form. It's a terrifying prospect. They are small, slow, and weak compared to the formidable herbivores of the savannah. How could they possibly take one down? The answer, once again, lies in their greatest assets, their minds and their teamwork. They begin to notice the old, the sick, or the very young animals in a herd, the ones that are slower and more vulnerable. They learn to read the landscape, to anticipate an animal's path, to use the terrain to their advantage. They start to coordinate. Picture this moment. A small group, led by Kale, has isolated a young, struggling gazelle. They don't have spears or bows. They have stones, clubs made from fallen branches, and their collective will. They use their numbers to create a corridor, to drive the animal towards a gully from which it cannot easily escape. They shout, they wave their arms, they throw rocks. It's chaotic, messy, and incredibly dangerous. There is a frantic, desperate struggle. Adrenaline courses through their veins, but finally, through sheer persistence and coordinated effort, they succeed. They have made their first kill. It's a bloody, profound moment. They stand over their prize, exhausted but electrified. This is more than just food. It's a victory. It's a realization of their own power, not as individuals, but as a cooperating group. The hunt changes everything. The protein and fat from meat fuel, the development of their most energy-hungry organ, the brain. Bigger brains lead to better tools, more complex social strategies, and improved communication. The act of hunting requires planning, cooperation, and sharing the spoiled activities that strengthen social bonds and lay the groundwork for more complex societies. From this single, pivotal moment, a new path unfolds. The scavengers are becoming hunters. The gatherers are becoming providers. They are no longer just surviving the world. They are beginning to shape it. The skills learned on the savannah 5 million years ago, tool use, cooperation, planning, and communication, are the very foundations upon which all of human civilization is built. As we look back at this small tribe, gathered around their kill as the sun sets over the ancient African plain, we are looking at a reflection of ourselves. In their struggles, their discoveries, and their triumphs, we see the dawn of our own humanity. The epic of survival that began on the savannah is a story that continues to this day, a testament to the resilience, ingenuity, and relentless spirit of our ancestors. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you found this story of our ancient origins as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more deep dives into the epic history of life on Earth. Let me know in the comments what part of our ancestors' lives you find most amazing. See you in the next one.